This is the problem with having a two-story home. I need to catch my breath. I need to work out more. Hi everyone, welcome to a first impression and simple review of the Native Instruments S88 Mark II. This is a massive keyboard. It is much bigger than I anticipated. Now, the thing is, I went on the website, I looked at the dimensions beforehand just to make sure that it fits on my desk, right? So I have a pretty large desk and it does fit, but it is still bigger than I realized in person. She's much thicker, but at least it fits on my desk. And she is a beautiful keyboard. Construction's pretty solid plastic, matte black plastic on top, and then the underside is metal of some sort, maybe aluminum, but the construction seems pretty solid. There's really no flex. There's no give to this keyboard. It is pretty damn solid. Okay, let's dive in. The keyboard. It's in the name 88 keys, and that's the beauty of this. Any traditional piano players will appreciate 88 keys on a keyboard, and on top of that, fully weighted. The key bed is made by Fadar, I believe. Fadar is an Italian company that creates key beds, some of the best key beds out there. Now that's up to debate, but I personally feel like Fadar does make some really amazing key beds. The response feels almost exactly like a traditional acoustic piano. The only thing that is missing is the tactile feedback from the hammer hitting the string and then coming back to the keys. So that's one thing it does not have, but it still feels really solid. I almost feel at home when I'm playing this in comparison to an acoustic piano. Anyway, the white keys feel great. There's a slight polish to them. They're even and they're level. The black keys are matte black, so they're not polished, which is good. There's a little bit of contrast. Now, the give to me on the black keys does not feel as good as the white keys, but my hands are small, so user experience may vary on this. Features, and these are the features that I've discovered so far. Complete control of all of your NKS instruments. That's the beauty of this keyboard. NKS, for those of you guys who don't know, NKS stands for Native Control Standard. This means that through the keyboard, you are able to control all of the functions, features of your libraries from Native Instruments through the keyboard. So that means less time on your computer, on your keyboard and mouse, and more time being creative on the piano. It is a godsend. I love that about this keyboard, and all of the complete control hardware is like that. The preset browsing is amazing. So what they did is they exported, I believe, audio samples of all of the presets that you own, and then complete control. As you browse through your libraries, it'll load those samples before you actually load the preset into your sessions, which saves a lot of time. You don't have to keep loading your preset, listening, oh, I don't like this, and then unloading it. No, you can listen to it before you actually load it into your sessions. RGB LED key highlights. This is probably number one reason that I got it. Well, number one or number two. There are RGB lights on top of every single key. And on top of being really cool looking, this shows the playable area of an instrument. And in the unplayable area, it'll use a small section or a section of it to highlight parameters you can control for that library. So for example, if I load up the Symphony Series String Ensemble, I have a playable area here, and then the upper registered here that are highlighted will change the playing style of the symphony strings. So it'll change from legato to sordino, tremolo, harmonics, marcato, staccato, pizzicato, and blah 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 blah. That is a really cool feature because now I don't have to. I'll play what I want to do, and if I want to go into more harder staccato, I'll just press the key and then start playing. That is an amazing function. I don't have to do it through my session more time on the keyboard. The touch strip expression controller is really cool. Little blue LEDs light up as you move it up and down through the expression strip, and then the area where your finger is highlighted in white, and it's very, very responsive. So very, very awesome to have. Two pedal inputs in the back. They're both assignable, so you can have a sustain pedal and then expression or a dampener, but you can only have two at once, but for me that's more than enough really. Navigation. For such a large keyboard, there aren't that many buttons and knobs. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 knobs in the middle underneath the two screens, and then a big nipple knob all the way to the right. This is not a synth keyboard, guys. You're not going to expect to have LFO controllers and octaves and then modulation wheels and blah, 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 blah. No, this is very simple. Native Instruments simplified this keyboard to control your Native Instruments libraries. So props to them for that. Left-hand side is mostly your transport. The middle is your navigation through your libraries. The right side is you can change the function of the keyboard, so you can go into browser, plugins, mixer mode, instance MIDI, and then setup. I have not touched those, so I'm not going to touch them right now. But if it is too overwhelming for some of us, for some of you guys, Native Instruments has left a link with a PDF file to all of the functions and all of the shortcuts for the keyboard, which is A+. Now, let's hear her a bit. I'm going to load up some of the libraries. Now, I own Complete Ultimate 12 Collector's Edition, so I believe it's the highest pack that they sell. But if you buy this keyboard and you don't own any of the libraries, they do send it with, what's it called? Complete Select. So Complete 12 Select is what you will get. Sold separately, Complete 12 Select is a $200 value, which in my opinion is kind of lacking. For something of this price, I think they should have sent it with something between Complete 12 Select and Complete Ultimate. Maybe not Complete Ultimate, because that is pretty expensive, but something in between those two, because I think Complete 12 Select is actually pretty lacking. So let me play some sounds. One final thing, there is a warning label on the box and I believe on the site. This product can expose you to chemicals including styrene, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer. Blah, 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 for my information, whatever. But in California, what does not give you cancer? Come on, let's be serious here. Slow click. So if we hit ARP, then